Our side of the house did not say that we have to eliminate all of the trash in the Philippines. No, we didn't say that. What our group says that why is there a need for us to open a new landfill? Just like a report that's February 24, 2009, it cites that Baguio City has already funded a new site, to a new dumping site. So why do we open another dumping site for us to throw our waste? Why not? Why don't we resort to another technology, or like the advanced underground incinerator of Japan? We don't have that. Therefore, there is another degradation of our environment. And then he said that, well, the Seven Waters, I think, is one of the greatest things we have in the Philippines. Well, for your information, Mr. Deputy Prime Minister, 7 degrading wonders of the world, actually. It is, actually, there are reports on this newspaper also, the Philippine Daily Inquirer, that cites that these 7 waters are endangered due to commercialism of tourism. Wastes are placed everywhere, and wastes are not placed on proper allocations. And then that's why he said he thinks that there are 7 wonders of the world. We have one of the 7 wonders of the world. Well, that's what you think. I don't have anything with that. How are you sure that electric cars are efficient, Mr. Deputy Prime Minister? Do you know that the Philippines consists of slopes, and we have slopes everywhere here, especially in the city, and cars cannot accelerate like the diesel fuel engines. The Prime Minister of the other side of the House also said about the Clean Air Act. For your information, Clean Air Act doesn't remove the carbon emissions. It only acts to remove the lead content of the gasolines. It cleans the air, but yet we still have carbon emissions, which degrades our environmental situation. Also, sorry. He said that the government is doing its best. He said the government is doing its best, or are they just slacking around? He also said that the Deputy Prime Minister also said that, well, Filipinos itself are undisciplined. Therefore, we thank for giving our win. We got you siding with us. With the Waste Segregation Act, look out outside. Look at the trash cans. Yes, there are separate trash cans for biodegradables and non-biodegradables, but look inside the trash can. Do you see any segregation? No, there are no segregation within the citizens. And thank you for giving that. And he said that nations of the Asian countries said that we are promoting and doing seminars. But yes, these are seminars and only promotions without the strict implementation to help our environment today, which we are losing. These seminars and promotions will be only Ningas Kugon. Yeah. Now let me go back to our original proposition that the Philippines, our side of the house, believes is losing our fight against environmental degradation. First, there is imminent global warming everywhere. Floods in the Malabon and Batas areas are exceeding very high percentage than compared to it was before. Then there are a lot of controversies in our countries, which includes the environmental degradation. Second, one of this is the Hanjin company. Actually, Hanjin was not yet stopped when it was discovered that it was built in the middle of the Subic forest. It was stopped because another problem came up. They have labor problems. Therefore, it was not stopped because it degraded our natural environment. And the senators themselves were shocked to find out how did this establishment were brought up in the middle of the rainforest. Oh yeah. Corruption was the answer. There is corruption in our government. There is poor environmental protectionism, starting with our waste segregation. we don't implement them well. Second, we have our newly opened landfills. Like just like in San Mateo, we're closing the landfill and we're going to open another one. And the problem there is the government is allocating too much of our paid taxes to the government in order for us to open another, but not instead resort to another much greater effect. There is poor policy implementation. Hanjin could have never been realized or could have never been opened if we have strong policy implementation. We have poor waste management. So therefore, our side of the house has a few recommendations for you to consider, government. First is that we have a higher fine for violators, and we'll also have greater punishments for those who degrade the environment. Second is that we must have more strategic waste management, like the advanced underground incinerator of Japan has. Thank you so much for listening to me. From here, I rest my case. I hope the government realizes that and don't side with the government.
Opposition.
To summarize the arguments for